And greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Crypto Crow. Still uploading my video that I created. I was up late last night. Late. Setting up my first masternode. And I got to say, it wasn't as complex as I thought it was going to be. I got to be real honest with you. And I thought, you know what? I bet you my viewers will want to watch this and learn how I did it. But I basically set up a Phantom X masternode. And already making some money. Like, it hasn't even been a full day, and it's just cranking out coins for me, and I'm digging it. So hopefully once that video uploads and you guys are able to check it out, maybe you guys want to try it. It's pretty slick. So anyway, that being said, look at this, man. Bitcoin's at 7140, and it's probably going lower. Why do I not seem to give a shit? Because it's the opportunity that this presents. Look, guys, I keep seeing all these questions and concerns. How low will it go? How it might get to $5,000. So what? I don't care if you bought in at $20,000 and you've been holding the whole time. It's going to go back up, and when it does, it's going to not only meet the $20,000 mark, it's probably going to go into the 30s much quicker than it went into the 20s. October 1st, 2017, Bitcoin was at $4,100. Over the period of 2 months, less than 3 months, I know that, but I think about 2 months, it got up to 20 grand. We're not hurting here, folks. In the grand scheme of things, Bitcoin is still technically on an uptrend. Everything that's been happening, Jesus, excuse me, I'm going to take a swig. I hate it when people do this on videos, but I'm going to do it anyway because I kind of have to. Those sounds. I'm one of those people that gets driven crazy hearing people drink or eat anything. Mouth sounds drive me nuts, and I know I'm very guilty of it on my video because I don't have everything structured set up yet the way I really want to. I want a mute button. Beep, beep, beep. I know I have one on the microphone, but that's too troublesome. Anyway, so look, guys, Bitcoin, it's going to continue going down a bit. We had a little uptick here, and you know, we have these little upticks every time this happens. This is a 1 hour chart. Let's go to a 1 day chart. Dude, now this is where we're getting real. So this is a one day chart here. Every one of these is a down day. And I'll see, you know, like I'll tell you guys right now, it's gonna come back. But like I said, back in October, man, I mean, we were at $4,000. Even if we got down to 5, which everybody, all these big TA guys, these Fibonacci guys, the all these guys with the fancy TA skills, which I love. I'm jealous. I wish I understood what the hell Fibonacci retracement was and how to do it. I just started learning that. But anyway, these guys are talking about, you know, Bitcoin hitting $5,000. And look, even if it does, that's fine. And if you bought in high and you've already sold it, well, you still have profit because you're able to buy back in now and improve your Bitcoin position over where it was when you sold it after buying it high. So even if you took a little bit of a loss, you still have plenty of opportunity here. And this is what I think this is what everybody's waiting for. Everybody's waiting for the press and the news and the media and everybody, because everybody has to be led. I mean, let's face it. The majority of people, especially the people that are new in this space, have to be led. They need to be told what to do. And most of them, sadly, rely on major controlled news media to find out what they should be doing. It's this lemming mentality that honestly gets us in these situations to begin with, because let's face it, all these billionaire people, all these media moguls and their relationships with finance and everything else, I mean, all this stuff is controlled the same way politics and everything else is. We as a society just have to be led, and we're controlled that way. We're told what to do, what to buy, what to eat, where to go, what time, doing this, do that, don't do this, don't do another thing. And it's like we're all just kind of lemmings, you know, in a rat race to try and get ahead. But realistically, we can only ever get as far as we're told we're allowed to. And, you know, that's a part of why I love the whole cryptocurrency revolution, because it's really going to give an opportunity for free thinkers like myself who, look, I'm not going to lie, I read a lot of the news and everything as well, but I also see past it. And I look for the underlying meaning to things and what's really going on. And that's all a part of what I call the pulse of the space, right? And, you know, we've got some big stuff coming up. I mean, we've got some things going on. If you just look up crypto news and you see, you know, Texas is coming down, you know, guns blazing at everybody that they think is shady, which good on them. You know what I mean? I know they just recently sent out a cease and desist to Devorcoin. which is funny because I saw all these people that lost money in BitConnect, and then, Trevon James and some of these other guys are out there like, oh, Devore coin, let's go into Devore coin now. We'll get in early and we'll do it all over again. And I'm like, you morons. Like, this is the kind of shit that I was telling everybody about. Like, anybody that went and lost money in BitConnect to put their money back into another high yield platform like Devore coin, you deserve to lose everything you got. And I don't feel bad. I don't want to see any videos about you losing money because Texas has already filed their cease and desist on Devore coin, and I'm sure Devore coin's shutting down. I haven't even looked because I don't even care. Like, whatever happens in that whole space, it is what it is. I mean, if you lose money again after the BitConnect thing, look, BitConnect was the biggest there ever was and probably ever will be. Anything under that, it's your, don't let greed run your life, folks. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I'm going to play that. Well, you know what? I'm going to make a quick note. So right now you're looking at 72.20, okay, in Bitcoin price. Profit trailer, it is the time to buy it, folks. I mean, seriously, you can get it for a couple $100 now. It's a no-brainer. And when the market's back, you're going to make that back in an hour of trading. And I'm not kidding. It's 0.03. So at the current price, let's just say, at current price, you're looking at $200. $200. And if Bitcoin does drop to, 6,500 or even $6,000, you're going to get this thing for even less. I'm not saying you're going to use it right now because you're really not going to, the bot is not going to make you a fortune in the market the way it is. But you're able to buy it at a super crazy discount, so get it while you can. Because I know a lot of people that are picking up Profit Trailer and Profit Feeder. You're depositing money into CoinBase to buy your Bitcoin, and then you're sending it over, and you're going through this whole process to buy it. And like, look, it's like if you're going to do that, and you're basically buying, in essence, you're buying Profit Trailer with fiat money. You're just using Bitcoin as the vehicle, which is fine. But what I'm saying is that for those of you doing that, I would keep your eye on the market now. And kind of understand that now this week is going to be the week you're going to want to buy it if you want to buy it. I'm just telling you straight up. That's my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. For educational purposes and me just trying to keep you sane. Because I think, we're at February 5th now, and I figure we've got about 7 or 8 days left of all of the FUD and all of the bullshit that's going on in the market that's sending it down. We're going to hit the bottom soon, and I'm telling you right now, my gut prediction is come 14th, 15th, 16th, and the 17th and 18th. So basically that 4 or 5 day window, we're going to start seeing a lot more positive news. We're going to start seeing, people resolving this, governments resolving this. Everything is going to start to look up come around the February 15th, 16th. That's my prediction. That's my gut based off of everything that I've read over the past couple weeks. My kind of understanding as a whole, kind of my gut feeling as to the pulse of the market, and everything's going to start to shoot up. And those of you who are missing the boat on getting Profit Trailer now while it's really cheap are really going to regret it when you go back and you start watching all my Profit Trailer videos and you see this video where I basically told you to buy it for a couple $100. That's just, again, I'm not telling you buy this to get rich. I'm not telling you buy this right now. I'm just saying if you are already planning on buying it, now would probably be a very good time. Okay, just to make that clear. Because when I have a power day with the bot and I make $1,500 in profit and I've only used like 0.6 Bitcoin to do it, I know that you're going to do well with the bot. So, all that being said, so there's that. And for those of you who don't, like when you go get Feeder, if you get Profit Feeder, they have a thing on there, that I think it's like 0.01 Bitcoin, and they'll set up everything for you. So for those, but here's the thing, I would not advise you to do that. Not because it's not a good service, but because when I chat with LBRY, the creator of Profit Trailer, he's very much about community. He's very much about not nickel and diming it. I mean, this is honestly, Profit Trailer is from everything I've tried and everything I've read about, Profit Trailer is by far the best automated trading bot that's easy to use, easy to learn, easy to configure, even for a newcomer if you just spend the time. And if you get involved with the community and you ask questions and so forth, I think you'll find that this is the best money spent. Just my humble opinion, okay? LBRY, the developer, is absolutely adamantly against anybody selling settings, which is one of the big reasons why I give my settings away. You'll find if you click show more in my description under this video, you'll see a whole bunch of shit. Click them. It's the best thing I can tell you. You'll find settings in there. You'll find all kinds of stuff in there. You'll find links to Profit Trailer. You'll find links to Profit Feeder. You'll find everything you need to get started with whatever it is you want to do. So, on that note, yeah, this week is going to be the week to buy it, because I think as we get closer to February 15th, 16th, and so on, we're going to start seeing a lot of changes towards the upside. I'm telling you, I think things are, and I think the seed is already starting to be planted in major news media. And here, this is something that was just posted today at express.co.uk. And so this is a symbol. This is a sign to me that the news media is going to start changing their tune a little bit, okay? Because I feel like the big finance guys and the JP Morgan and all these guys who are basically used to making shitty predictions and then letting the government bail them out of how terrible they are and how clueless they are. Even Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's been wrong about so much big stuff, whether it was Google or Amazon, and now he's wrong about Bitcoin. It's like, look, I get the guy's rich, and in his day. In his, I'm rolling up my sleeves for this. In Warren Buffett's day, when technology wasn't what it is today, all his methodology and all of his ways of doing things, I'm sure brilliant. And I'm not saying that they aren't today, but somebody raised in a different age, it's very easy to get things through the cracks of their perspective. Does that make sense? It's like I am a product of the technological age. I am somebody who adapts and thrives on learning and exploring and experimenting, and I'm very open-minded. I'm very I have no boundaries, right? Like I'm always learning. I'm always taking in new things like this. So anyway, I'm going to play this little video. It's kind of short, so I'm going to go ahead and play it. And then I think it was pretty interesting.
It's just fallen 20% this week. Maybe in the 2 months, it's fallen 50%. I used to remember times when this was $1 today morning, it goes to $10, and it comes back to $3. So compared to that, this is nothing. Now, for all the newbies out there, oh my God, this is like they're going to get crushed. But this is not classical music or jazz. This is punk rock, and you have to be ready for that. If you're expecting classical music, something that's very calm, well, you are in for a surprise.
So are you saying this is par for the course because it is a cryptocurrency, and if you want to play the game, you better get used to this kind of stress?
Yes, you better get used, because this is a very nascent field even now. See, what percentage of people are in crypto? And this is changing the world, because it's like, this is like 1994 in the internet. Thing like Bezos comes out and says people are going to buy books on the internet. Nobody believed it. By 1998, most of the analysts out there were saying that around by 2002, internet is not going to be there. There's not going to be any internet, and all this hype is going to go away. So in between that, prices went up, prices go down, but the whole space is expanding. The same thing is going to happen to the tokenization of the utility token market or the security token market. Everything that we see around us is going to get tokenized. I'm not going to say it's going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to happen in the next 10 to 20 years. And you can decide to be early on it, or you can come later. It doesn't matter, because you can be part of this revolution. You can be ahead of the curve, or you can come in later. Okay. But this is happening. It's happening in front of us.
Amen, brother. I mean, look, guys, this, like he said, this is the beginning. I know that cryptocurrency has been around for several years now. Bitcoin started back, 2009 or something like that. It's everything that's happening right now this is the way I see it in a grand nutshell, okay? This underground crypto technology starts to sprout up in video gaming, the dark web, used by hitmen and drugs and hookers, okay? and it had this negative connotation to it. People thought, well, it's this blockchain thing. What's the blockchain? And it's this kind of pseudo untraceable, anonymous kind of thing, and you could send something of value from point A to point B. Nobody really got it. And it just slowly over time started to pick up, and the technology started to pick up. And for all I know, it was a mastermind drug lord that created Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like, who knows who created it? I mean, I know how I felt about it when I first heard about it. I thought it was honestly just a creative way for people to sell like World of Warcraft stuff and like Ultima Online stuff, or not Ultima, but basically, you know, like video game virtual assets. You know what I mean? It was like a virtual currency for virtual assets that actually had some tech behind it. Cool, I said, but nothing that I thought I needed to get into. Years later, you know, 3-4 years later, actually, it's probably been 4.5 years now, 4 years, and here we are. So now we have 1,700 altcoins, you know, that are in some way connected to blockchain technology, except Ripple. I don't really count Ripple into anything. It's like the redheaded stepchild of cryptocurrency, if you ask me, with all kinds of special attention from mom and dad. But it's like, you know, we're still laying the foundation for what's to come. This is still such an infantile technology. It's such an infantile space. And, you know, like I said, man, back in October 1, Bitcoin was at $4,100. So you can't, and then it shot up to 20 grand in a couple of months, and now it's come back down, and it's at 71.53 as I'm talking, okay? And, you know, it's like, that's okay. So many people are just freaking out. All people are doing right now, I'm telling you, all people are doing right now, all these hundreds of billions of dollars, they're all waiting for the FUD to recede. They're waiting for the media to change its tone. You know, so all the sheeple are basically waiting to be told when it's safe to buy back in. All the investors who know what's going on and understand what's happening are waiting for the bottom to drop out so that they can buy back in. We went from $4,100 to $20,000 a coin in 2 months. Now that everybody has had a glimpse of what the future holds, okay, there's not going to be, I don't even think it's going to take that long to get back to 20,000, to be honest. I think that once the uptrend starts, the money, it's almost going to be a race to pump money in to buy the Bitcoin on its way up, because everybody's going to know we've already hit 20 grand in 2 months. I want to get there faster. And so that money is going to hit the market. I honestly don't think it's going to be a slow and steady grow over 2 months. I think it's, you know, come mid-February, I think we're going to see huge leaps at a time, and I see us getting to 35,000 relatively quickly. I feel like we'll probably hit the 35,000 mark in the same or less time frame than we hit the $20,000 mark from 4,100, and that's my prediction. And, you know, while all that's happening, I definitely suggest you guys get your profit trailer now. I am honestly very grateful at the fact that I have it. I have that. I have Feeder. I have everything ready to go. Now here's the other thing that I want to make sure I point out to all you guys is even when we start to hit an uptrend in the market, profit trailer is still going to struggle a bit. And I'll tell you why. If anything, if you get profit trailer, even if you already have it, I'm actually thinking of experimenting a bit with more Ethereum pairs. Why? Because I do see Bitcoin growing so fast once it starts its uptrend that it's going to be difficult for you to not maintain a laundry list of bags, because the Bitcoin is likely going to outgrow the altcoins that you purchase with the bot. And so you're going to spend a lot more time waiting for there to be some kind of happy medium before an exchange or a trade is made. And I think Ethereum, while it's going to continue to grow as well, I think it's going to be more sideways for longer periods of time, and it's going to be easier to capitalize and make money. Now, what I'm thinking of doing is using Profit Trailer I'm going to probably load it up with Ethereum, and I'm going to start making my trades, increase my Ethereum position, and use my profits in every given week to then buy and increase my Bitcoin position that way. Because I think that the trades are going to be more consistent using Ethereum than they are Profit Trailer. Okay. And that's just my guess. Hopefully this video serves you well, guys and gals. My other video, how far along is it in the upload process? Let me look real quick. uploading at 90%. So I still have 19 minutes remaining until this Phantom X video is uploaded and ready to go. So hopefully you guys get a kick out of that. I did try to do some editing because I shot it pretty early. This morning I shot at like 11 o'clock and I was still kind of coughing and hacking. My eyes were all messed up from my allergies and everything else. So I tried to pretty it up a little bit, but that got hairy too. So anyway, yeah, I'll leave it at that. So what time is it? It's about 5 o'clock. All right, guys. So Bitcoin's at 71.43. Make sure you pick up Profit Trailer sometime this week because I really do think this is probably going to be the last week you're going to be able to get it on the low. And that's it. Crow your coins, and I will be in touch very soon. Thank you, guys.